How you doing today? Just wanted to go over a few of the cars that I bought at Copart. Not that one, but this one. This one is a 2010 Porsche Carrera S. Pretty sweet little car. It got bumped in the rear quarter panel. This is the rear bumper reinforcement. It's actually in really good shape, nothing too bad except for a little crinkle right there. I'll be reusing that. Got the car home from, I had it towed here. I bought the car basically based just on the photographs. They actually messed up on it when they advertised it at Copart. They advertised it as having a automatic transmission, which I wasn't that excited about. I thought I would just buy the car and then fix it and then flip it. But as it turns out, since they screwed up and it's actually a 6-speed manual, I'll be keeping this one. Now when the quarter panel was hit, the door airbag blew. So anyway, you guys are probably wanting to hear this thing run. So let's hear it run. It's got 59,000 miles. Kind of a weird deal with these cars is the key is in the left. That freaked me out a minute. That's oil temperature, not oil pressure. Air conditioning works. Yeah, air conditioning works great. Problem with these airbags is when they blow, they actually bend the door. I will be fixing this door. And I will be fixing the quarter panel. I was going to replace it, but the dealer wants $2,700 for the quarter panel. Another thing the car scared the shit out of me was I went to put it into gear and it made all kinds of racket, like gears grinding. Turns out The upper control armor had actually bent and broke. This is supposed to look like that. This one also was damaged slightly. There and there. Just bought a new set, so I'll be replacing those. Clutch is good. Everything seems really good on this car mechanically, other than those two little broken parts there. Dealer wanted $760 for the taillight. Bought a brand new one on eBay for $398. Dealer wanted $1,700 for the rear bumper cover. I picked up a remanufactured bumper cover, so it's a factory original, just been remanufactured. It may have had some cracks. I picked that one up for $398, including shipping. Tires on this car seem to be in close to new condition all the way around. And that little tap in the rear is the extent of its damage. This did not come from Copart. I bought that one brand new. Just did an upgrade to C7 Corvette rims, new Michelins. That one didn't come from Copart. This one did. This is a 2013 Chevy Traverse. They had it listed as hail damage, but it has a clean title. And it does have a few little dings. There's one here and here. But that's pretty much it on the side. I actually see a few on the roof. 3 or 4, 5, 6 maybe. I don't see nothing on the, well, two on the hood, 3, 4 on the hood. Something about white, man. You can't hardly see nothing with when it comes to little dings. Doors are actually really good. No, I don't see anything on the doors. Yeah, that's a 2013 3-row Chevrolet Traverse LS. When I bought this car, it was, like I said, listed with a clean title. I bought it sight unseen. And the bad thing is, on this one, the actual Copart is about 4 or 5 miles from me. So you really have to go look at them. That, I guess, cannot be stressed enough. Go look at them, put them in gear, make sure that they work. This one, they didn't list anything about blown airbag. So this one was in a slight accident. Now, I got underneath and looked it over. There is absolutely zero evidence of any kind of accident whatsoever, so I know it was a really light impact. The interior is really clean. It runs like you can't even hear it run when it's running. Drives perfect. Transmission shifts perfect. It was a really good deal. Paid $4,200 plus Copart fees, came out to about $5,200. And then I went to the junkyard, picked up a replacement dash for it. It's dirty. Car I got it out of had a busted windshield, but it came with the airbag, and only paid about $114 for that dash with the airbag, and I bought that tire and rim, so $114. I don't know what it breaks down to, but I also bought this, and I wanted a set of these for this. This is a 2013 Honda Civic. I picked this one up for 2,500 bucks, Copart. Got brand new tires all the way around. 2,500 bucks. This car also must have a extremely sensitive airbag deployment system on it, because this is the extent of the damage. It's not even cut. It just scraped the paint off, dented the hood slightly here, dented the hood slightly here. And that's it. That's the extent of the damage. So this one, I actually have 19 cars. Not a single one of them is a four-door. So I will keep this one until something better comes along. This one's got 104,162 miles on it. Like I said, very sensitive airbag deployment system. So I got to replace this airbag, this seat belt, and more than likely I will have to send the control module, the SRS control module, to be reprogrammed. Only costs 50 bucks. It's a lot cheaper than spending, I don't know, like 250 bucks for a new control module. Completely unnecessary. Just get them reprogrammed. Don't waste your money on getting a new one. And this car, everything works. Everything works on it. And it's relatively in clean condition. Those little stains are going to show up a lot more because of the color of the upholstery. It's a light, I don't know what you call it, cream color. These cars have a really cool dash. Yeah, air conditioning works. All the windows work. Yeah, there's a 2013 for 3,000, about 3,200 bucks out the door with all the Copart fees. 2,500 bucks paid. 2,550, I think it was. 50, yeah, 2,550. This one is the first year for the new body style. They did a new body style change again in, I believe it was 2015. No, 2016. So, since the bumper is scraped, and I plan on keeping it a little while, I'm going to put a 2015 bumper cover on it and a 2015 grille. Since the H is already missing, I'll just replace it. These are not from this car. I pulled them off the 87 over there. Now let's look at this one. And I don't like making mistakes, but that one was a mistake. That is a 2016 Nissan Rogue all-wheel drive POS. 2016. It's 3 years old, and the transmission is already no good on it. This one I also bought from the El Paso Copart. You can look it up if you want. $86,000 miles. This car was listed by Copart as run and drive. I picked it up from Copart. Tow truck guy driver, he suggested, since it's all-wheel drive, put it up on the flatbed. So we put it up on the, they pulled it out of the yard on the forklift and placed it right on the flatbed. If you're ever going to buy a car from Copart and you haven't checked to see if it both runs and drives as advertised, have the tow truck forklift driver put the car down on the ground and drive it in the parking lot of Copart. Put it in gear, make sure it goes into gear, make sure it runs. And if there's an issue, don't take the car, go into Copart, tell them exactly what's going on, let them know that they advertised it as run and drive and it doesn't run and drive, and then they might do something for you. Now, these have the Cvt transmission. Virtually all Nissans have the Cvt transmission, which I believe stands for continuous variable transmission, or whatever. You can look it up. They have a belt. They don't have clutches. They have two big gears or pulley systems with a gear, and then they have a metal belt that goes around those two big pulleys. Just Google Cvt transmission Nissan. Don't ever buy a Nissan. This is the first Nissan I've ever bought. This is the last Nissan I ever will buy. Yeah, they got all. If you do a search on Cvt Nissan transmissions, you're going to come up with like 500,000 hits. Yeah, these things are absolute garbage. Never buy Nissan. I will never buy another one again as long as I live. But this one I got. Oh, here, that's another thing. I bought this car for $5,000. I mean, how can you go wrong? $5 grand. 86,000 miles. According to the ad, run and drive. You know, you would think you can't go wrong. So anyway, you definitely can go wrong with a Nissan. In fact, every time I buy a car from Copart in the future, it's either going to be a Honda, an Acura, a Toyota, or a Lexus. If I buy GM, it's going to be 2009 or older, maybe 2010 or older, but I'm not going to get anything newer than that. And I don't plan on spending more than $3,000, $3,500 with fees on any car I get from Copart, unless it's something I really like and I want to keep for myself. Now again, the Traverse was a good deal. I don't think I can lose on that, especially once I get that airbag put in. This one has like a book value of $11,000. I'm in it at about $5,500, not counting tax and, you know, license and all that crap. Now, some of you are probably wondering about the Chevelle. Yeah, it's an original 1970 Chevelle SS 396, original L34 engine. It's got the Muncie 4-speed with the Posi 12-bolt rear. I've actually got more money, twice as much money in that car than I do in that one. Now, some of you are probably wondering what I paid for this one. This one I got for $22,500. Cost me another $1,200 to have it shipped here from Florida. And I spent $1,300, give or take, on the parts. But I have everything. Got everything I need to fix it. This one, I paid $1,000 for it. If you look at my other video, you'll see I had to replace both doors on this side. They were both damaged. I'm in the process, almost done with it. It actually took a little bit of a hit on the quarter panel, so I had to cut the quarter panel off, pound it out, and so anyway, so I had to, now I just got to paint it, prime and paint. One of my projects I'm going to get to. This one I want to get painted as soon as possible. This one I bought from the sheriff's auction. I'll go talk to her in a minute. Go inside. Go inside. This one I picked up from the sheriff's auction. It was a drug dealer's car. The drug dealer tried to run over the cops. When I got it, it had 5 bullet holes in the windshield. They shot at him from both sides, 2 cops. This seat, I replaced the seats on it. They're actually in really good shape, but I just don't have time for this thing, so it's been sitting there for a while. It's a 87, so it's got the good engine, the 2-port injection with the roller cam. Stuck my C5 wheels on it. When they shot at the cop, when he tried to run over the cop actually fired for the guy's head. This is the actual seat, driver's seat. That's where the bullet went in. That's where it came out. Imagine the guy's head was right here. Those cops were playing for keeps. Do not try and run over cops. I'll be there in a minute. That's my 75 Stingray. Getting that thing ready for paint. I do my own body and paint work, own custom work. Built my own shop. I heard. I'll be there in a minute. So anyway, I gotta go deal with these brats. So yeah, again, get in the car, put it in gear, make sure it works, make sure the transmission engages. Don't buy a Nissan. Don't ever buy a Nissan. I don't care if it's brand new. They're POSs, and you'll regret it unless you get yourself a extended warranty or decide to spend about $5 grand for a new transmission. On that one, I have a code, so and it's for the valve body, so I'm gonna swap out the valve body. I already got a remanufactured valve body, $165 on eBay. Dealer wanted $1,400 for the valve body, remanufactured valve body, so I'm just gonna stick that one in, cross my fingers, and I'll let you know. I got a good feeling about it, though. I think that valve body will solve the problem. The Nissan Rogue, like I said, I got about 62 in it. With any luck, I should be able to sell it for